Look at this sneaker right here. To a normal person walking down the street, it's just a dirty, beat-up piece of trash ready for the landfill. But to anyone who actually knows the game, this is an easy $300 bill waiting to be collected, man. 2 hours ago, this was sitting at the bottom of a dusty bin at a local thrift store. No one looked twice. Teenagers walked right past it. The resellers totally missed it. And the store owner practically threw it at me for pocket change. But in less than 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you how a broke kid drowning in student debt flipped the script entirely. We're talking about taking garbage like this and building a massive, six-figure flipping empire right from a garage. We're talking about taking garbage like this and building a massive, six-figure flipping empire right from a garage. If you think the American dream is dead, or you need $1 million inheritance, you're dead wrong. No fancy degree needed. You just need to see what everyone else is ignoring. Grab your coffee, lock in, because we're breaking down the blueprint. It's 5:15 a.m. Pitch black outside. Every single bone in your body is screaming at you to hit snooze and stay in bed. But you can't. You're up, swallowing down cheap, lukewarm instant coffee because that early morning bus waits for nobody. Staring out that foggy window, your mind is doing that stressful, silent math. Rent is due, and the landlord doesn't care about excuses. Gas is up, utilities are spiking, and you're stuck buying the generic bottom-shelf brand stuff that tastes like actual cardboard. The math never matches up. Your expenses are an elevator going straight up, and your income is a staircase going nowhere. 2 straight years of wearing the same faded polo, smelling like stale milk and industrial dish soap under these soul-crushing lights. Take the order, pour the drip, stamp the cup, call the name. Next customer. 8 hours a day of complete mental numbness. 6 days a week, all for a paycheck that completely vanishes 48 hours after it hits your bank account. Your feet are throbbing. Then, you look across the street, and your heart drops a little. It's Tyler, the guy you literally graduated high school with. Tyler is stepping out of a high-end office, rocking a tailored suit, holding a luxury ice drink that costs more than your entire lunch. One signature, one client, and Tyler clears up to $5 grand in pure commission on a single commercial lease. What takes you an entire month of back-breaking, soul-crushing labor, that dude secures in a single afternoon over casual coffee. That night, you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling. You open up Facebook Marketplace and offer up for the first time. Not because you have some master business plan, but out of pure curiosity mixed with that exhaustion sleep can't fix. You look at local prices versus global platforms. You close the app, open it back up, and a tiny pilot light ignites in your brain. Fast forward to Sunday. You're killing time on your break and spot a listing. Some college kid selling an iPad for 80 bucks. The description is lazy, just iPad working. But you remember seeing the exact same model sell on eBay for a solid 180? Boom! You see the immediate arbitrage. You message him right away. Hey, can I pick this up tomorrow morning? Cash in hand. You meet the guy at a local gas station, hand him the cash, check the serial number, and bring the device straight home. You grab a clean microfiber cloth from under the bathroom sink and some rubbing alcohol. Time to scrub away 2 years of grime. You clean every single edge. You get a toothpick and carefully pull out all the lint from the charging port until it clicks perfectly. 4 hours pass. You're trying to watch a movie, but your eyes keep darting to your phone every 5 minutes. Absolute silence. Then, ding. Then another ding. 4 messages in a row. One buyer says, "I can meet right now at Starbucks, I got cash." The buyer shows up, looks at it for 30 seconds, nods, and drops a $100 bill and 4 20s straight into your palm. You walk out holding 180 bucks in cash. You just made a week's worth of coffee shop wages in 4 hours of scrolling. No uniform, no micromanaging boss, no corporate rules. For the first time in your entire life, you feel completely invincible. That same night, you look at your bedroom with completely different eyes. You don't see a messy room anymore. You see unmined gold, man. The retro sneakers, the old PS4 sitting in the dust. You start shooting photos like a madman. It's 11:30 p.m. and you are completely locked in. Within 48 hours, everything clears out. Total haul, 340 bucks. Your room is empty, but your mind is racing. But by next week, you hit a wall. No more inventory. Now you have a better problem. You have capital, a method, and you are absolutely starving. The question is, Where do you find the goods to keep the engine running? The answer lies where people go to get rid of their old lives. Saturdays completely stop being your sleep-in days. They become hunting season. You wake up at 6 a.m. and hit the wealthy suburbs. You show up 20 minutes before they even open, while the owners are still setting up. You get there before the weekend hobbyists arrive. You walk slow, keeping your hands in your pockets. You touch items with a completely straight face, but your brain is running numbers at light speed. Rule number 1 of the flip game: never show your cards too early. If the seller sees your eyes light up, the price goes straight up. The person who looks the most excited is the one who loses the negotiation. You have to learn to see what everybody else is blindly walking past. One Saturday, out in the burbs, you find a dusty cardboard box hidden under a fold-out table. Inside, vintage sunglasses from the 90s. Metal frames, high-end brands hidden inside. The homeowner just wants the space cleared out. He goes, "Give me $25 for the whole box." You inspect them calmly, checking the hinges. You look him dead in the eye and offer 15. He sighs and takes it without a second thought. That afternoon, you clean them up, photograph them, and list them. In less than 48 hours, 16 out of 20 pairs are completely cleared out. Net profit? A smooth $145 off a tiny $15 investment. That is not luck. That is recognizing raw value. The difference between you and the rest of the world isn't talent, and it definitely isn't capital. It's pure, unadulterated attention to detail. Once you start asking that question, your brain changes forever. You can't turn it off. The entire world literally turns into your personal inventory.
What is all this junk?
This isn't junk, Mom. This is a real business.
A business?
Yes, a real business. Your bank balance is climbing. Not overnight through some crazy crypto lottery ticket, but steady, consistent, week-over-week growth. And then comes the day. You sit down at your desk, pull out a blank Google Doc, and type a word you've been dreaming about for 2 years. Resignation. You hand it to your manager, walk straight out into the bright sunlight, and realize you are finally completely free. You've been flipping locally for 3 months, and the system works, but you hit a glass ceiling. Relying on garage sales isn't a scalable business. You need serious volume, inventory that doesn't depend on the weather. So, you step into the big leagues, wholesale suppliers. You find an overseas supplier for minimalist streetwear watches. You run the numbers, take a deep breath, and hit place order. You just leveled up. 2 weeks later, the first bulk order arrives. You didn't just find an opportunity, you own the supply chain. Within 6 weeks, you flip the entire inventory 3 times over. Each rotation goes faster because now you've built an online brand. You have repeat buyers, killer reviews, and an optimized storefront. You start diversifying into tech accessories, wallets, and trending goods. Your bedroom can't hold the weight anymore. You rent out a small commercial storage locker down the block. It's a real operation now. You pay the monthly rent on that locker with what you used to make in a single day at the coffee shop. And your bank account? It hits a solid 5 digits. The capital starts stacking faster than you ever thought possible. 10,000 turns into 25. 25 turns into 50 grand. And suddenly, you face a brand new problem, the kind you used to pray for. Where do you actually put the money so it doesn't lose value?
Trends shift and platforms slow down. But one asset class mints the most millionaires: real estate.
You spend your nights studying bank auctions, abandoned properties, and distressed houses that everyday buyers won't touch because they require too much work. The average home buyer walks into a foreclosure, sees a leaking roof and moldy drywall, and runs away terrified. But not you. Your brain has been trained to spot the spread between what something looks like right now versus what it could look like with a little effort. The absolute biggest spread on earth exists in properties that people have completely abandoned. It's the ultimate flip game. The renovations take weeks of pure, unadulterated stress. You're learning about local building permits and material costs on the fly. There are days where everything goes completely wrong. Delays, unexpected plumbing issues behind the walls, sketchy workers ghosting you. But you learn the ultimate lesson of high-ticket business. Big money rewards extreme patience and the willingness to solve hard problems. The final closing date arrives 2 weeks later. The house is pristine, beautiful, and ready for its new owners. A young couple walks through the house, holding hands, smiling when they see the kitchen, talking about where their future kids will play. You stand in the corner, watching them in complete silence, realizing a strange truth. Most people buy based on pure emotion. They're buying a dream. And you? You just learned how to build those exact dreams completely from scratch, using nothing but systems. They sign the final paperwork. The wire transfer hits your corporate bank account that exact afternoon. Net profit? $64,000. More cash in a single digital transaction than you would have made working 3 straight years standing behind that espresso machine serving coffee. And then, something small happens. Something almost completely insignificant, but it stays with you way longer than the money ever will. You're driving through downtown on a Tuesday afternoon, enjoying the freedom of a day you completely own. You pull up to a red light, and you look over at the crosswalk. It's Tyler. The same Tyler from high school who looked like a total $1 million 2 years ago. He's wearing the same dark suit, carrying the same coffee cup. Except this time, the script is completely flipped, man. This time, he's the one staring at your car, looking at your watch, analyzing your clothes. The tables have totally turned. And for a split second, you see it dead in his eyes. That exact same silent, stressful math that you used to do on the morning bus years ago. He looks completely trapped. Stuck in the exact same corporate rat race cage you just broke out of. The light turns green. You step on the gas, the engine gives a massive, deep roar, and the entire city opens up right in front of you. You accelerate away, leaving that old reality in the dust. The world is wide open, and you're the one steering the ship now. You try to remember the sound of that screaming espresso machine, the loud alarm clock at 5:15 a.m., the smell of that faded black polo uniform, but you honestly can't. Because that life doesn't even feel like your story anymore. It feels like it happened to a completely different person. Like it literally happened in a completely different lifetime. You've completely transformed your reality from the ground up. The game is out there every single day, hiding in plain sight, guys. It's waiting for anyone who's willing to actually lock in. Most people are just choosing to walk right past it because they're too tired or too blind to look. They're stuck on autopilot. Stop walking, man. Seriously, start looking around you. Opportunities are everywhere if you just pay attention. Go out there, take action, and secure your bag. No one else is going to build your empire for you. If you're ready to escape the grind and win the flipping game, smash that subscribe button right now. Let's get it! I'll see you guys in the next breakdown. Stay hungry, stay locked in, and keep flipping. Peace out.